Welcome back to CellQuicken. Today we're going to talk about the brain, where this one reason is to strive for complete wellness. It doesn't help with just pop a pill and think life is going to be okay. We need to know the reason for being there. That's why we had the sound health decoder to identify certain things where the illness comes from. We had the ultrasound, how to treat that ultrasound, how to treat those cells, take the stress out the cells to be able to start coping and doing the functionality that they have to do. And then we spoke about water, how important water is in your body. Now we're going to be talking about healthy body, healthy mind. Now, for anybody that does not know that your subconscious mind controls you, then you need to go do some research. Expand your frame of reference to understand that. I'll put a link below of understanding something about a subconscious mind. Click on it, listen to the video. That's just going to give you an idea how important your subconscious mind is. And if anybody wants to brainwash you, they talk about influencing your subconscious mind. Now, let's face it, we're all brainwashed every single day. Whether it's media, whether it's our teachers, whether it's our peers, whether it's our employer, no matter what, everything's happening around us and we're getting brainwashed to think and believe like other people think and believe. If we just take this horse has got no physical impairment. The impairment is mental. And how many times we've got something in our life that has impaired us from time to time and maybe controlling our entire life. Like an addiction. It's one of those things. Like not making enough money. Not having the self-worth to be able to say, I am worthy to earn more of income. These are type of things which is self-limiting and it's belief systems. It's your subconscious mind driving you. So, let's talk about placebo. For those that do know what placebo is, please bear with me. I'm talking to those that do not know what the placebo is. If a drug company would like to test whether a drug works, we're talking about legal drugs, okay? Probably illegals also been tested like that. So what happens is, if you want to test a drug, they give 100 people a sugar pill and they give 100 people the medication. Now the person with a sugar pill gets given, but it's told them this is the real medication. And what happens? They would take it believing the medication is going to end their suffering. Then the belief system starts coming in. It's not going to help them anything. They're getting more sugar in their egg, for example, than the sugar that's in that little sugar pill. Look at the bipolar disability scoring. With medication, let's just call it for the moment a 10. It's a 10.23 and 10.26 and 4, but let's just call it a 10. 70% of those that did not get the medication had the same result as those with the medication. So what's the value of this medication? 30%. So there's a 30% higher value. But now, if we can get to the point that we do not need the medication, but still get the 70%, be one of those 70% to get the result that you would like, do you think that will be something that you are interested in? Something that you say, but let me get rid of my medication and just go on placebo? These are things that we're going to teach you using the product. We use normal virtual reality glasses with your phone and we start changing your life according to what you want to change. Whether it is love, companionship, health, happiness, and then obviously get to the point of complete wellness. Let's take for example your posture. Now if you're, let's say for a man, if your father walked like this, what's going to happen? You're probably going to walk like this. What's the reason? Your subconscious mind is programmed to tell your body's nervous system, saying this is how your posture must be. So if we can tell that same subconscious mind saying that was wrong, you actually want to be up straight. What's going to happen? We have to tell the mind to tell the rest of the body to do it. So your nervous system controls and coordinates everything in the body. So if it controls it, and you stand like this, and we change our mind, you can stand like this. It's as simple as that. So how we do it is we put a picture on the left eye to show how the posture must be. We put positive affirmations on the right eye. Then we change it around so that you can have left and right eye. Not showing the same picture for both of them at the same time. We need the positive affirmation and the picture, the end result, that result that you want. We need to teach your subconscious mind that that's the end result. Once we do that and we start flickering it enough, what happens? The subconscious mind gets influenced. They call it neuroplasticity. It's a buzzword, goes Google it and hear everything about neuroplasticity. This is taking neuroplasticity into your own home. How can you change your life? Not only your life, your entire family's life. They use the same product, and on that basis we're changing our life. Once again, health, happiness, and wellness, doesn't matter what. It's your wealth is limited to what you believe you are. Then we take the result and we see the result. Why? Because the subconscious mind was programmed to do it as what you programmed it. So you don't have to say, let's just stick with what is taught us over the years, from parents right up to our peers. We can change it. For example, age. Now this is, some people have a slight giggle about it, say, I wish I could do this. But I'd like you to take you through the understanding about it. We take a person which is aged, we take the photo of them when they were young. And then we start doing exactly the same as we've done for posture. Now we do it for the aging. So if your cells can stay alive longer and not needing to repair every time, what happens? You're going to get healthier, and you're going to also start looking younger. So what we do is we take that picture and we start flickering that with positive affirmations. It's not just positive thinking, because we're taking that positive affirmation and we place it directly on your subconscious mind, that you can start believing you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are sexy, no matter what word you want to put into it. That if you can believe it, you can start achieving it. Now, we all know somebody which is, let's say for example, 70 years old, but when you talk to them, their mind's like a 50-year-old. But then you look how active they are, they're also active like a 50-year-old. They've got the wellness, and they're healthy as if they were 50 years old. When they look in the mirror, do they see an aged person, or do they actually see, I'm not that old? It's a belief system. So if you can change your mind of believing that you're younger, what's going to happen? Your wish is my command. The neurons are going to start doing the work. The nervous system is going to start doing it. So those that sagged on gravity that started happening with whether the butt started sagging, or doesn't matter what, it can start speaking up. Why? Because controlled by the subconscious mind. What's told to the body. Now, for example, for males, we put a picture like this. Now, being a male, yes, all males want to be like that. And if you're watching it and you say, I don't want to be like that, it's just your ego, or you know that it's hard work to get there. And you immediately discard and say, I don't want to look like that. Why? Because you were programmed. It's hard work. You're programmed. If I go on a diet, and it's not going to work, so now that I go on a diet now, your subconscious mind said, you know what? You've been on a diet for so many times. You've failed so many times. Let's not fail. Let's go have the chocolate. So in other words, the subconscious mind will stop you immediately unless we change it, to start changing your physique. But not only that, if us as men, if we start teaching our mind to say our muscles stay intact. If our muscles stay intact, it means it's more testosterone. Testosterone burns fat. So if we get more testosterone in, and the body starts creating this testosterone, we start burning away the fat, and we can keep a muscle. Now, why is this important for health? Because your prostate is just another muscle, microfiber muscle. If your muscle's starting to deteriorate, then the next thing that's going to start deteriorating is your prostate. As simple as that. Ladies, you've never had the pretty calves. It's time to do it. I had one lady, I think she's 71 years old, or just before 70, that she stands in front of my training class and she says, look at this pants. For those that saw it, I've always had thick, she called it tree stumps for legs. And look at my legs. I've never in my life had thin legs, and now I've got thin legs. Over a period of 2 months, started training her mind on that. And my wish is your command. Sorry, your wish is my command. And that's where the result is. So it flickers fast. Why? We've got nothing to do with your conscious mind. It's going to do with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind picks up all this information. So all that we're doing here is we do not want to head for pain and suffering. We want longevity. We want to live for long and healthy and happy. If we can change our mind, you've got all the reason to live long, healthy and happy. Thank you very much for watching this. The next step, if you haven't done purchase, speak to your life affiliate if they sent you to us through the life affiliate, or go to the website, do your purchase. It's easy to go through. There's terms to pay over if you've got a credit card or what have you. The thing is, health is in your hands. You're exposed to the information. It's now up to you to know what you're going to do about it. Thank you very much for joining, and I'm looking forward to meet each and every one of you that become one of my clients here at CellQuicken. Thank you very much.